did not soften at all. Actually, oh, nail down. It's really sticky.
Break it down.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. If you don't know me, my name is Isabella and I do all things curly on this channel as well as on my Instagram. And today we are going to be reviewing the new Curl Talk edition. So it is the Curl Talk Lasting Definition Hard Hold Gel. So this is supposed to give you really strong maximum definition, and it promises flake free. So we shall see if it's going to be flake free. And then the new Curl Talk Scalp and Hair Treatment Oil, and you guys know I love oils, so it says it nourishes and adds shine, and you can use it on the scalp as well as your hair on wet or dry hair. And today I'm going to be doing a log method. Log method stands for liquid or leave-in, oil, and gel. So today I'm going to be using for my liquid the Curl Talk Defining Cream. Since it is part of the line, I thought I would do a routine with all the products to see how they work well together, as they should. But yeah, so let's get started. I just washed my hair and let's get into it. All right, so first off, let me take down my hair. Let me give myself my parting. What the heck? So since last video, I have been doing more chit chat videos and I've been liking it. I really like just talking to the camera, as much as it is easier just to shut up and do my hair like I normally would just with the camera on. I feel like you guys get to see me and not just a voiceover. Oh, we're opening up a little, give me a sec. All right, sorry, my shirt was opening up. Well, not my shirt, my robe was opening up a little. Let's get this parting semi-centered. I honestly used to be like so obsessed with getting the most perfect centered parting, but now I'm like, if it's semi in the center, that's good enough for me. All right, with curly hair especially, like I feel like you don't even really, ow. Oh, that really hurt. Oh, I like almost just knocked my nail out. Anyways, I'm just brushing my hair through just to make sure that there's no tangles, which of course there always are. My hair is like literally never tangle free. Like you can never find my hair tangle free. Maybe like right when I rinse out the conditioner. All right, so starting out with our liquid, I'm going to be using the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Cream. This is not new, but it's actually fairly new to me. I've only used it about maybe 3 or 4 times, not many times, maybe even, things are falling. Not even that much. I'm using, as I showed, about that much. And I'm just going to rake and do praying hands throughout my hair. I did in fact loosen my nail a little. Hopefully it'll hold on for this routine. So now I'm going to do the other side. Of course, the same amount. Ooh, this nail, guys. I'm so sorry if you see this nail just like flipping all over the place. Not that much. Sorry for the hair. And it's a nice cream. It's definitely, I know that's not what this video is about, but if you haven't tried the cream, I definitely like it. It has a good amount of protein in it, which my hair really loves. And it also provides a good amount of moisture. Not too much, honestly. It's definitely like on the light moisture side. So if your hair is weighed down easily, this is kind of always a line that I recommend to people if they've never tried anything and they want something that's not too heavy, but still going to provide some moisture. I just feel like it's a very foolproof line, so I'm hoping that the other products will be the same. And I'm not going to lie, my friend, by the way, this is a collab with my friend Alexa, or Alexa's Curls. You should definitely check out her video after this one, or if you've already checked out her video. Ooh, I just turned off the lights. Oh, turning down the fan. What are we doing here? Okay. And if you have, maybe you have already checked out her video and now you're watching mine. But I'm not gonna lie, she has tried these products, the new gel and the oil, and she has told me her opinion, so I do know how she feels about it already. Not gonna tell you, because if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. But I am taking some of the things that she said in semi-consideration, because I obviously want this to be a good wash day. So I might take like a few things she's I think she's done 2 wash days with it as of now, as we're speaking. So I'm definitely trying to take a little bit of that info into consideration to make sure that I use this product, these 2 products well. All right, now I'm going to do the back, just a little bit, not that much. Taking the Curl Talk, what is this called? Scalp and Hair Treatment Oil. So I'm going to open, also, little note, I ordered these, I didn't get these sent to me by the way, I bought these with my own money, both of them. I ordered these from Ulta, and this guy actually leaked a good amount. They don't have any seal or anything like that on them, so that is a little note for not your mothers, that you should probably seal your oils, because I've heard multiple people experience spillage. So I'm going to use, whoop, oh, that cap almost just popped off. Did you guys see that? That could have been a disaster. It smells, ooh, okay, it's a very runny oil as it just ran down my arm. Very, very light oil. Let's see, try to get that, some of that up. I don't know if you guys can even see. It's a very, very light oil. So I'm going to put a little bit more on my hands, just so I have like a good amount. All right, so now I'm just going to run my fingers through my hair, just first getting the oil distributed everywhere. I totally probably was talking about something and then the oil spill, just push, brain topic. What am I even saying, you guys? Brain topic gone. All right, so now that I've distributed, I'm going to do some praying hands, focusing on the mids and ends. I do have also, I think 1 or 2 other videos doing the log method. So if you guys are interested on the log method more, then I will definitely link those down below. All right, hair smells good. Honestly, I don't really feel much of a difference starting off with the moisturization. Like, I don't feel like, sometimes when I do the log method, most of the time when I do the log method, I notice, is that a fly? No. I notice that I can get like an instant softness with the oil. This, I'm not really getting that. Maybe, no, honestly not really. And I did put a good amount of oil, so hopefully it'll maybe just lock that moisture in. Woo! All right, so next side, I'm gonna not spill this time. Do about that much. This is basically almost water, you guys. This is a very, 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 very thin oil, which I think is probably not the best for my hair so far, as I'm like feeling, obviously I haven't like dried my hair, so I'm just kind of prematurely saying on my experience with oils like this, it might not be the best for my hair, but if you do have like baby fine hair, or just low density hair that you find that you can't use oils, this might be a good oil for you because it's very, very, very fine. It's almost like a dry oil. It's like very, very, what's the word? It's very light. But with the log method, sometimes you really can't tell what it does until it's dry. So I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I'm just saying it's very, very light. Now I'm just gonna brush that oil through my hair a little bit. Whoa, did you guys hear that snap? Oh, what did I just do to myself? I'm all over the place today, you guys. So yeah, I mean, I'm feeling it, and I can say it's hard because this cream is not like, there's some products that I'm like, oh my god, my hair instantly feels softer when I put it on wet, and then when it's dry, I don't really see much softness. And then there's some the other way around, where it doesn't feel very moisturizing when wet, and then when I dry it, I'm like, oh my god, my hair feels so fluffy and soft. So right now, I feel like I don't really feel like there's any product in my hair, which, I mean, again, could be a good thing if you're someone that doesn't like the feel of like oil or product in your hair. When I put something moisturizing, personally, I like to feel that moisture, but I know not every product does the same. Like, doesn't always feel as good when wet. Let's get to the gel. So again, the hard hold, it is a level 5 out of 5 hold. So it is a very, very strong hold gel. So since it is a strong hold, first let me check split my sections. I don't want to put too much because strong hold gels, sometimes if you put a little too much, it can make your hair a little too crunchy. So I'm gonna start off with about that much. I'd probably use about double normally. So I'm using about half that I normally do. And if you can tell, excusing those hairs all over the place. There's so many hairs. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is not a droopy gel. It's slowly going down, but it's definitely not like something like the Bounce Curl Light Cream Gel, where if I did this, it would be on the floor. Like my hand, it's slowly drooping, but it's solidly, I'd be here for a while before it could drip. But I mean, it's getting there. But still, it's definitely a thicker consistency, which some people like, some people don't. Let's see how it is. Okay, yeah, very, very thick. It's definitely a thick consistency gel. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm sorry, there's so many hairs. But it's definitely like, it has some stick to it, which again is probably really great for clumping. I'm not saying this is negative, I'm just observing. So I think I'm going to spritz a little bit of water. Should have done this before I sprayed it on my hands. So a little bit of water on my hands just to kind of loosen it a little bit. Okay, that's honestly a lot better. Even just a few spritzes, it's just a little bit more silky. All right, now I'm gonna apply it to my hair. And it's definitely gliding pretty well. Not like the most glidey gel, if that's a word. But it's definitely not like super sticky, but you can probably already see like it's clumping my hair. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. So I finished styling this side. Well, not styling, but applying the gel. Now I'm gonna do it on the other side. And I was on the phone for a minute, so I wet my hair a little more on this side. And I also did wet this side a little bit more. This toweling, I guess you could say, robe is really cute, but it absorbs moisture better. And by the way, if you are a smell person, it does smell exactly the same as the rest of the Curl Tuck line, which is like a floral berry, a kind of berry, fruity, I don't know. Pretty hands, but yeah, you can see like it's making my hair pretty stiff already. And then after this, I am just gonna define my curls real quick off camera. I can just like hear the people that are like, where is the Tangle Teaser tutorial? And it's coming, I'm sorry. Honestly, as I mentioned in my last video, I really want to get a new camera. And I actually, nail down, it's gone. Where did it go? Is it in my hair? Please don't be in my hair. I'm gonna find it in my hair. Anyways, as I mentioned in that video, my camera is at its last little part in its life. And it needs, what is going on? Tinkle. And it really needs to be replaced. So I did film it actually, but looking at the footage, I really want a really good video. So I'm going to refilm it once I get my new camera. All right, I'm gonna find my nail real quick. And I'm going to define my curls off camera, and I'll be back with the finished defined wet results, and then of course I'll be back with the dry results. Alrighty, there's hair in my eye. So this is what my curls are looking like after styling. I will say that there's something about to fall. I will say that my hair is drying very quickly. Like I can almost feel the cast, if that makes any sense. Or if you are a cast person, this might be the gel for you. I'm going to take a little bit more of the gel and just scrunch a little bit in. I'm going to mix it with some water. I'm just using about that much, and then I'm going to grab my spray bottle. Get it pretty wet. I'm going to put a good amount of water. So I want it to be almost like a thin gel. Definitely takes a lot of water to get this gel thinner. I will say, while I was defining my curls, and I'm just gonna scrunch. I will say, while I was defining my curls, my hands were getting sticky. Like almost like, you know, if you did hairspray on your hair and you got some on your hands and your hands were kind of like sticky. That's kind of how my hair, not my hair, my hands. But my hair doesn't really feel sticky, but my hands do. So I don't know if that's just from it drying on my hands or what. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I thought that is something that I would note. But it definitely gave me pretty defined ringlets. There isn't much frizz, or much more frizz than normal. Excuse my little, let me bring you guys a little down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. You guys can see, definitely some really beautiful ringlets. Just a little bit scrunching. If you've seen in my other videos, I kind of start out when I want to like apply product or get rid of water, I scrunch like, I guess your usual scrunch, like squeezing scrunch. But then once I feel like there's the product and I'm not trying to get water out, I'm just trying to scrunch to promote curl definition, I flat palm scrunch. So I literally kind of cup the hair. Yeah, my hands are definitely kind of sticky. Like where the gel is starting to dry, my hands are definitely sticky. I think I'm done scrunching. So I'm just gonna get dressed and then I'm going to diffuse my hair and I'll be back with the finished, sorry, I'm probably like way down here. I'll be back with the finished results. Okay, real quick, before I do the finished results, like, do you guys see, like, do you see my hands? Like how, it's like glue. It's really sticky. Like, I'm trying to think of something I could stick to my hands. Here, my little clicker. Like, it's not like super stuck. There we go. Do you see that? I mean, it's definitely not like glue, but like, do you see how stuck my hands are together? Like, there's these little like stringiness, like when there's glue that it's creating. Hey you guys, so I am back with my dry but not obviously broken cast results. This is actually about 2-3 hours after I finished diffusing and I have a lot of things to say, so let's get started. I actually left it in its cast because if you can see, I got some crunchy ramen noodle looking curls. Like, these are the real deal crunchy. Can you hear that? Like, these are crunchy curls. I did soften just a little bit, if you can tell right here. I don't know if you can even tell the difference. Towards like right here it's not broken, and then on the bottom it is, just to see how it would feel. But I kind of wanted to let it chill in the cast because this is such a crunchy cast that I feel like it needs to sort of break apart on its own a little bit, because I know this is a hardcore cast. Diffusing, it was a little crunchy pretty much starting off, and it just got crunchier and crunchier. But we definitely do have some nice curl definition, but it's real crunchy. Like, I can't say that enough. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Like, if you are someone that has a hard time getting a cast, this is probably gonna give you a real good cast. So I'm actually going to sleep in this cast in my bonnet, just because, like I said, I can just tell that this cast is going to be a crunchy cast to remove, and I kind of wanted to give it some time to soften up on its own, because if I were to break my cast right now, I feel like I would still have a little bit of a cast, but if I sleep on it, it's gonna soften a little bit, and then it's going to be easier to break apart. It wasn't too hard to break apart, that little bit, but I can just tell, like, there are certain sections that it's going to be crunch city. If I'm really bored and I can't sleep tonight, I might break my cast before I go to bed. But if not, I will see you guys in the morning or probably afternoon, and I'll show you guys the finished, technically day one, because I basically finished washing my hair at like 11, so I guess it's still day one, but I did sleep on it, so I guess technically day two. I've been actually doing this thing a lot where I sleep in my cast, just because once I'm done with wash day, my hair is dry, I just want to eat dinner and then go to bed and just like chill and not have to break apart my cast. Alright, so I will either see you guys in a few hours or I will see you in the morning or afternoon. Bye guys! Hey everyone, so I am in the process of breaking my cast. This is the second day. I am doing a reel, so I put some fun makeup on and a cute little outfit. But I thought I would talk to you guys while I'm breaking the cast a little bit. I'm not going to film the entire process because it's a little bit redundant, but I thought I would just kind of talk to you about my experience. So first off, let me grab it. As this is an oil that comes with the collection, I assumed they would be really great for breaking the cast, especially since they launch at the same time. I'm sure they know people love using oils to break your cast. So I went ahead and used the new treatment oil to break my cast. And as I mentioned while I was washing my hair, it's very, very, very thin and light and such a strong cast. Like, I have not broken my cast. I've softened up my cast, but there's still some crunch. This is the kind of cast that you really have to take like literally each individual curl, as you probably have seen in my other video where I break apart my clumps. If you haven't, I'll link it up here. But I go and section my hair after I break my cast and really just separate each of my clumps to get volume as well as really soften up my curls and cast. And a lot of times with most routines, I will just kind of scrunch my hair all together first just to get rid of the cast, and that's usually how my cast is gone. But with this routine, even after doing that for a while with this oil, my cast was not gone at all, really. Like, it really didn't do anything. I talked to my friend Alexa, which I'm sure either you are going to see her video or after, and we chatted about how this oil just basically disappears into our hair, which for some people might be a good thing, but for my hair, I don't really want something. Did I press record? I pressed record. I want something that's gonna do something, like an oil that's actually going to break apart my cast or add some softness, and this just doesn't do anything. Like, I just wish it did, and I really want to love it, but it's just like, I don't even see how much I have left. Like, I feel like I used a good amount too, and it just doesn't feel like anything. And on, I guess, the bright side, like I said before, if you are very fine, low density hair that possibly gets oily, this might be a great option. I have not tried it yet. I'll probably give myself a little bit of a scalp massage tonight with the oil just to try to see if it maybe is a good scalp oil. But with the tip, the way it is, like, if you're trying to, the way I put my scalp oils, usually they have a little bit more of a controlled tip. I guess you could kind of do that kind of sort of thing. That doesn't really bring much oil. It's not very, I'll just put a little bit right here. Might as well. It's not very easy to put. I guess you could kind of just put a drop in your palm and then kind of pat. But like I said, it's really not very user friendly when it comes to scalp massaging. So I have started, I might as well just scrunch this that I put on my hands in my hair. I have started breaking apart my clumps, like I said, and I had to go in with my Unite U Argan oil. This was gifted to me, but not sponsored. And I really love this oil. It's really big, and I use oil a lot, especially when I break apart my cast. And I find that it really does a good job at smoothing down my hair and softening my cast without making my hair feel oily, but it does feel like there is something moisturizing and locking in that hydration into my hair. So right now I'm just, like I said, going in sections and just smoothing down literally each curl. So like, this is 2 curl clumps that I'm going to separate, and then I have to take them apart and really, with a little bit of oil in my hands, just really smooth it down and get rid of that crunch. If you are someone, I know some people really like, I don't know what that was. Some people really like having a lot of crunch to their hair because they live in really high humidity places and they find that the crunch usually dissipates. Well, I have to say, I didn't go outside much yesterday, but I did go a little bit out, and it was, I think, 90% humidity where I live. I live in a really humid area. I live by like a beach, and it did not soften at all. So obviously, I don't know if you're out about like for hours in the day in the hot, humid like sun. I don't know, because I didn't do that. But from my experience, the humidity didn't do anything, which I guess could be a positive thing. Like I said, if you really like that crunchy look, which there's nothing wrong with, but for me, I do like the cast to be more of a protective thing while I'm drying, and then once I am fluffing my curls out, I don't want that cast anymore. So I'm just gonna continue breaking apart my cast, and I'll give you guys a final review once I am done. But I thought I would just check in with you guys. Sorry if I'm looking right here, my mirror is right here. But I just thought I would check in with you guys and tell you a little update while I'm doing this. Okay, so these are my finished results. Ooh, I got a clump. All right, so look-wise, let's start off by that. It doesn't look terrible. Like, it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. It has actually surprisingly a good amount of volume. I literally just finished breaking apart my cast, and I find that it takes a minute for the volume to kind of puff up, but I don't have terrible volume. I don't have bad definition. I have pretty much no frizz. Like, I don't even see any halo frizz, honestly. Ugh, these two are just being the bane of my existence. These back curls always stay super clumped. Anyways, so here you guys go. You can kind of see it a little better. So yeah, I don't really see any frizz, which is nice if you're someone that really likes to have as frizz-free as possible hair. Now let's talk about how it feels. So I have been scrunching the living heck out of my hair, and it still does feel like there's product. Like, if you're always, I get these comments asking like, oh, does it feel like there's product in your hair? And I'd say 99% of the time with my routines, I always say, no, I don't feel like there's product. It just feels like my hair. Like, it doesn't really feel like there's something in this. But, I thought I would give you guys another view. But with this, you feel like a little bit of just something in your hair. Almost like if you put hairspray in your hair. That's kind of the best way to describe this sort of feel. It doesn't feel sticky, but it does feel a little something. There's a little something going on. Obviously this is just day one, so I haven't gotten a chance to really see how it wears, but looking at it like in the mirror right now, it doesn't look bad. I do like it. It's not like the worst routine in the world, but there's a few downsides. I feel like I'm just not having a good, like having an easy time getting over. First of all, the tackiness when I applied it on my wet hair was a little annoying, and my hands literally were stuck together like glue, and after even washing my hands, I feel like they were still sticky. Sorry to keep on flipping my hair. I'm like trying to find a good angle. Second of all, the cast. So if you are someone, this is kind of not like a good or a bad thing, it's really a personal preference, but if you are someone that likes that cast, that you like that feel of hold in your hair, this might be a good product for you. But in comparison to something like, which I don't have right next to me, of course, but the Curlsmith In Shower Style Fixer, which is a strong hold gel. But once I break apart that cast, I have beautiful hold, great definition, lots of shine, but no texture of a cast. Versus this gel, I'm pointing to it, it's right there. This gel, it feels like something in your hair. As for the oil, honestly, I would say pass on it. I don't think it's anything special. I did just give myself a little bit of a scalp massage with it before. I can't really tell you. The ingredients are mediocre at best, to be completely honest. It's nothing that I would be like, oh my god, you guys need to get this new oil. If you're someone, like I said, that has really fine hair and struggle to find an oil that really works for your hair, maybe pick it up, maybe give it a try. But if you are someone that has thicker hair that really likes a good moisturizing oil, I don't think it's it. As for the gel, so I definitely wouldn't repurchase the oil. I'm probably just gonna use it for like pre-poos or something just to kind of get through it. As for the gel, like I said, it's sort of iffy. Would I repurchase it? Probably not, because I have some wonderful stronger hold gels. I was really hoping that this gel would be a good comparison to something like the In Shower Style Fixer, as they are a bit more pricey. I believe the In Shower Style Fixer is around $30, and then the Curl Talk Strong Hold Gel, I believe, is $8. So definitely a huge difference in price, and especially if you can find a dupe for that much. I know a lot of you guys really like your affordable haircut, as I do. I feel like I love a good affordable hair routine. It does not need to be an expensive routine to be a good routine, but I would say they're just not anywhere near similar. Formulation wise, hold wise, they're just completely different products. So unfortunately, if you were looking for a dupe, I wouldn't say it is one, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to experiment with it more. I'm definitely not gonna never use it again. But as for now, I don't think it'd be something that I repurchase. If I'm looking for a stronghold gel, this is definitely not gonna be one I'm gonna grab. I'm definitely gonna pick up my Curlsmith & Shower Style Fixer. My Souffle from Curlsmith also is really stronghold gel. I'm trying to think of any other brands that I have that are pretty stronghold. Even my Curl Keeper Original Styler and the gel, those are all really great stronghold gels. This one kind of falls flat for me. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry for my rant at the end. I thought I would give you guys my thoughts. And let me know if you guys have tried it, if you're gonna pick it up, what your thoughts are, because I really like to hear, since it's a new product and not a lot of people have tried it, I'm always really curious to see what everyone's first impressions are. And if you haven't already, don't forget to watch Alexa's video and let me know what you thought on her video as well. Hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and don't forget, your frizz is beautiful. Bye guys.